Right guys, so good morning. So Thursday morning, really weird for us because this is now the start of another week for YouTube. But we actually run eBay Tuesday to Tuesday. That's just how eBay runs their business, Tuesday to Tuesday on a weekly basis. So I know why we ended up like that. It's because when the laptop arrived, when we could get the recording, with editing, everything like that. But you probably will find that at some point you're going to get a video uploaded that finishes on a Tuesday for the sales, and then I just put it all in line because it makes it easier to track for me as well. But either way, we're off to quite a slow start to the week as such. We sold another pair of diesel jeans. These are diesel Sephardos. These went for $34.99, but they are global shipping. After America, the guy paid £51.06, I think, all in to get them shipped there. And then we've got some more. These are actually just below the knee. Don't know why I'm using myself as the example there. Nobody wants to see that. Boots again. These are unbranded. Seem to be shifting a lot of the unbranded ones. They are cheaper, to be fair, the unbranded ones. They are pretty good. Those went for $17.99. Slow start, but it's all good. So, day 2 sales. Day 2 to go through. Friday sales. Sometimes they're up, sometimes they're down. To be fair, I'm not too disappointed in these. So, first one. Second one that came through. First one, another Gundam model kit. This one is RX-124 Fighter TR6 Wonderwarp. Anyway, that was up for $39.99. It went for £34.50. Took an offer. To be honest, that one asking price wholesale was 10 because of the amount. We bought 2 of these, and we bought a total of 10 kits. It went down to 5. So 5 into $34.50. I paid the postage because most of my arms are free postage. So good little margin. I'm actually getting to the point where I will need to restock those soon. Probably got about another 1 or 2 sales before I actually need a restock, and we have worked it out. The next Gundam kit that sells puts us in profit on all of them. The next sale and the final sale was this Brother sewing machine. You might remember because I picked this up, and it is in a video on YouTube actually, from an auction with 2 others. Only 2 of them hit eBay. That one sold. Took around 3 to 4 days, not long, but we got a message through. Does it sew jeans? It does. We did already know that, but we forgot that because when you list it, it asks you what it sews. So we did the research then. We list 10 items a day. That's something that we're currently trying to learn about. We tried them in the past, didn't go well. Thought we'll try them again. We're trying them again. They seem to be going all right. But as soon as that message came through, does it sew denim jeans? That's what I need. Straight away onto Google. Brother, model number, can't remember what it is off the top of my head. Does this work for this? We actually found the full instruction manual for that online. So we just went through it. Yeah, it does sew denim. Straight back. Yes, sews denim. Brilliant. Will you take 40? It's up at $49.99. Yep, you know what? So weak. Let's get it gone. It was less than a tenner. Less than a tenner. So, yeah. Happy days. Pain to pack though. Anyway. Right then guys, so weekend sales. We really desperately need to get this illness out of our house. It is absolutely horrible. I would say it's not impacted sales though. We've got some really good ones. I actually got one that's £3.50 into $124.99. So I've got this out. Fabulous crimping kit. We do get a lot of this sort of thing in. I pay anything less than £3. I'm pretty sure I paid £5. I got 3 different sets from somebody for that. That went for 14. It was up at 16. Took an offer. We did buy a absolute load of Selfridges returns. We bought a pallet. This is a CP company goggle hat. It's a gift set thing. There was loads of those gift sets. There was perfumes. There was all sorts on it. Absolutely all sorts. As far as I'm aware, they're all real. £180 is the advertisement on that. We sold it for 50. Took an offer from 60. Pay that sort of thing. Right, then we've got this Givenchy Paris. This was up at 80. This is a really good brand to watch out for at the minute. That went for 50. I only sat for around 2 days as well before the offer came through. Probably could have held out, but thought, you know what, let's just get it gone. This was surprising. Little baby Sinclair, if anyone remembers him. He's from like, I can't remember when he's from. He went for $19.99. He's tiny. He's absolutely tiny. He went for $19.99 though. Day of listing. Did not sit around. This took about 4 days to sell. Parkside Sandblaster kit. Not the best sort of brand to buy Parkside, but you know what, that cost me £5. I turned it to 15. We was asking 20. I say it cost me 5. Depends how you look at it. It's one of those massive bundles I go and buy of hoovers and jet washes and all that, and it gets to the end, and once we've tallied it and we go, right, we're at £350, we go to the shed, we go through the house, we go through wherever, because he wants it to be a minimum £400 every time. I want to spend a minimum of £400 every time. It's a long way to travel, you know, and I take my uncle with me to load the car. You want to make that journey worth it. We've then got some more. These are slightly below the knee, but they are classed as knee-high boots. I think these ones are actually Clarks. Yeah, they are. They're Clarks. These went for £24.99. Clarks, good brand. You can charge a little bit more for them. This is one to watch out for. Modular leather handbag. We put that up at asking price of 50. Offer came through at 40. Took that. Get it gone. That actually came from auction. Again, one of the boxes. It's another good brand to watch out for. Not for these sort of shoes though, but these are what's sold. Jones Bootmaker. You can get their boots. I mean, it's literally in the name, Jones Bootsmaker. They sell really, really well. We've sold them in the past. They're, you know, sort of on the same level as Clarks. You know, starting price of 34 to 40. These went for £19.99. I've actually had them for ages. They managed to go through all the way through winter, and we put them on last summer. We're now heading into summer again this year. 19 quid. Get them gone. These are something else people tend to sleep on. They're a bit of a pain. This one is actually branded. It's a horse girth. But either way, we pick these up and sell them quite often, quite cheap. You might see in the background there's some hanging from the top. That's how we store them, 1 per hook. That went for £14, down from £18.99. Normal asking price on them is anything from £12 to £14.99. I pick them up at car boots all the time, where people have loads of horse tack. I just want them gone. You know, you got to be careful with them. You got to make sure they're not damaged or anything, or you will get them back, or you know, you will potentially damage somebody's horse, which ain't fair. But at the end of the day, is what it is. That's old. I think it was like £1. Ugh. So these are starting to get a little bit familiar. This one's a mantle clock, not a wall mount clock, a mantle clock. Not sure if this is in one of the videos for a pickup, but either way, it was £4 plus the auction fee, so it would have been £5.50. Turned it into 20. Genuinely does not run. The front piece has come off. I've got the front piece, but it's come off. In the back, we've got the key and we've got the pendulum. Over 20 quid, 19.99 anyway. Clocks sell. Clocks sell, that is what I'm looking at the minute. Next, this has been on our store for, again, very long time. This was actually asking price of £30. It's a Fujifilm FinePix camera. I think it's like S1 700 or something? Not 100% sure. With its case. It's been in the store quite a while. £29.99 was the asking. Offer came through at 15, so they want 50% off. So you know what? Slow, but I'm not going to take it. Counted £19.99. Took it, paid within a couple of minutes, so they was quite actively watching it. Then we got this one. Domination, 2nd edition. Now this I traded in for, so if you've seen our videos, you'll know sometimes I pick up Funko Pops. I'm not really that concerned about picking up Funko Pops. What we have with them is options, so we can sell them on eBay, or there's a store by us that trades them in for store credit or cash. The cash is like next to nothing. The store credit normally works out pretty good. All we do is trade them in. We'll take, I think last time we took like 3 bags full of Funko Pops. Trade them in. We come out with about 4 Funko Pops, that board game, Witcher 3 action figure, and something else. And I think I gave them like £5 of my cash as well. So that for 30 basically means that those Funko Pops I took in, that all cost me, you know, on average £3 or less. 10 of them have converted to that. So I haven't quite got my money back from that yet, but I've got the Witcher action figure at 30 quid. We did sell 2 out of the 5 Funko Pops. One of them actually went for £34.99. The other one I think went for 20, something like that. I just remember the more expensive one because I was really surprised they actually sold. So all in, I will be in profit. And this is one thing I do encourage people to do, is do not have eBay as your only means of making money, especially if you're going to go full time, or, you know, your only means of offshooting your stock. Because otherwise, once you buy the stock, that's it, it's yours. You need a way to convert it to money, because yeah, you can dump it in a charity shop or the bin or whatever. You know, find a way to go and weigh in scrap metal. A way to make things that don't work. You know, we've started doing this. We can trade in Funko Pops. We can fix now a fair few of the electricals. We've got Hoovers and all other things. We can break down to their actual parts to sell the parts. So, you know, find something like that. Anyway, I'm babbling on now and I really shouldn't be. So, last one of the day. Now, this cost me £3.50. It's a Kirby G4 vacuum cleaner. What they are is retro, which means they are incredibly heavy. They are really, really heavy. But it came with all sorts of accessories. I've actually got a box. Just an absolute box full. I could have made another Hoover minus a motor with the amount of accessories this came with. It came with everything. And I got it for £3.50. Right, good morning, Tuesday. So we're going to go through Monday's sales. This is the last one I'm going to put on the video. Anyway, on with the sales. So first one we've got is a bundle of toys. You might recognise these. Brand new films coming out soon, live action. Me and the missus actually can't wait. It is a How to Train Your Dragon bundle. Now the figures, we regularly pick them up, 50p, 20p, £1, whatever, from car boots and charity shops. That went for 20 quid. All we do is check if they're individually worth selling. If they're not, we bundle them. This was amazing. These are some Uvenex in box. Now these went for a high price because they're brand new. They're literally brand new. They got donated to a charity shop. They held them for me. Yeah, I do have that with one charity shop. They actually hold stuff for me. The stuff that I regularly buy, shoes in boxes, coats, they hold them. I had a price these. I put them up at $89.99. They sold in less than an hour. Definitely should have listed that higher, I think. Here's one for you. Everybody says there's a dead market. Funko Pop. Assassin's Creed Syndicate, Evie Fry. £20 sale. That came with the trading bundle from the Domination. Yesterday I've got one Funko Pop left. My problem is I trade them in. Sometimes I get stuff from the store that I keep because I like to collect stuff like Funkos. But £20, I'm now well and truly into profit on that whole bundle. This was not great, to be honest. I didn't lose money, I've made money, but not much. It's a Swiss line, Magnificent Style, His and Hers watch. Sold for 40 quid. The watches ain't actually running, I don't think. No, the watches aren't running, it sold for 40. Actually cost me 15. So the margins aren't quite there. I'm going to make good money on it in the end. But it's kind of one of those where, oh, £15, you know what, I'll just throw a bid out because there's two, it's got to be worth something. Some Swiss line watches are worth a lot of money. These just weren't. And to be fair, at that auction there's also an 18% surcharge on top. Here's another £40 sale. Russell Hobbs Bread Maker. Don't sleep on bread makers, they do actually do really, really well. Like I say, £40, that cost me less than £5 from an auction. It would have been from the A5, so yeah, less than £5. And then the last sale, it's a part of it for you. Should know what it is now, but I'll show you. Another Kirby Hoover. This one is a Kirby Legend 2. That went for $79.99. That came as part of the large bundle where I spent £400 on loads of stuff. Average is less than 5, so 5 into around 80, which is pretty good. Again, don't sleep on these Hoovers. If it's something like that, a lot of people don't look at it, a lot of people sleep on it, and they're rare, and they're worth really, really good money.